It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's gonna be a good one, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, the first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's our visiting teams and our home team. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something.
The first of 3 on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Going on the road in the playoffs, Mike, it's daunting for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But if there's one thing this guy has shown all year, it's the fact that not only is he resilient, but nothing appears to ever faze him. Getting your team to the tournament in your first year, it's a massive accomplishment in its own right, but I don't think he's done yet. He expects to walk into this stadium in a hostile environment and come away with the win. And there's one thing this season has showed us is don't put anything past this guy.
They send the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
When they turned his name in on that card on draft night, Mike, I think they knew he had a chance to be something special, but I don't think anybody imagined that it would happen this quickly. I mean, to have your team hosting a playoff game in your very first season, that's not an easy thing to do for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But for them to go from being a nice story to a true contender, he's going to have to elevate his game even more, because on this stage, the lights are brighter, the stakes are magnified. One bad decision could be the difference between moving on and going home. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A tight end in motion now. They'll run on 2nd down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll send a tight end in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around. but it falls incomplete. A successful drive, but in dangerous stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On play action, he'll set up. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but He was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Now he takes off, and he will score for the score. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Makes the score. Visitors 10. Our home team.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he'll be taken down.
Everyone notices the big play after the catch, Mike, right? That's the easy part, but don't take for granted or overlook how important ball placement is. Being able to hit your target in stride is the difference between a nice completion or a big chunk play like they had here. It allows them to turn into a runner faster, take advantage of that green grass, and big plays typically lead to points.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Tight end on the move left. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in for the touchdown. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive. as they'll begin here with first down. Patterson motioning over. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. Patterson motioning over. Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
1st down, San Antonio.
Motion man is the tight end going right. To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Now this time they'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. So what they're trying to do with this concept here, Mike, is they're trying to put layers into the defense. There's somebody attacking deep, there's somebody attacking intermediate, and then in this case, they force the ball to be thrown to the underneath check down, and they're able to keep him short and force 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw yet again. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. On the move, past the 40. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down. They'll look to throw again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Number 34. It's a gain of 10. And a San Antonio first down.
Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now this team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This team's offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now, faking the give. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Patterson motioning over. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll get this out wide. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Patterson motioning over. They'll run. Powering forward. He's in. Has a touchdown.
Well, after being shut out in the 1st half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Motion man set right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Patterson motioning over. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They're all set to punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To the right side here, pass is caught. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. The tight end going in motion to the left. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC Wild Card matchup. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. We're all set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Now a run on 1st down. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Catch made right side. It's Johnson. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They need one right now. 3rd and long. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way and bring it up to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Sending a receiver right. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Now, faking the give. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the air one more time. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The defense has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll look to throw again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the visitors are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll have a yard or two up to about the 16. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card route. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete right side. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here now, 3rd and 5. Slot man in motion left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So it's a win for our visitors as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend.